Hello. Welcome back. It's the Sean Show. It's the greatest show. Episode 38. Super Wildcard weekend has begun. Playoff football. Oh, we've waited for so long. Waited a whole goddamn year for this. I'm pumped. We did have some games today. We have some games tonight. Schedule tonight, we're not even going to bring up the agenda. We're not going to bring up the schedule because we are doing this shit quick. Wildcard weekend. Let's fucking get straight to it. That's the only thing we're doing. No bets this week. No bets. I want to see how everything plays out before we start making some playoff bets. So keep an eye out for them. And possibly my review tomorrow afternoon of a couple of the games. I do have a little bit of a review from today's games, but let's get straight into it. Boom. Okay, so this week, Super Wildcard weekend. That's fucking right. 6 games. So LA Rams, LA Chargers, my bad. I'm sorry. LA Chargers going into Houston to play Houston. Not a great game. It's kind of a bit of a shitty game. I did wake up late. This game started at 7:30 in the morning for me, and I do believe I went to bed at like 3 a.m. So I did not get up at the start of the game. I got up at about just before the end of the first half. Houston was having trouble. Looks like Houston was having trouble moving the ball. LA was definitely having trouble moving the ball. And then Houston just started hitting Nico Collins. Shit opened up. You know, things got better for him. Having said that, pick 6 coming right out of Herbert, man. Pick 6 really shut him down. I think he threw like 3 interceptions as well. They were saying he's thrown that many in this whole season. So Houston definitely had his number. There was a certain point in the game where I got the vibes from Justin Herbert. It was like fourth quarter styles. And you could see that he knew that they'd lost, right? This is still with like maybe 10 minutes to go. Like, I don't want to say he gave up, but I don't know Justin Herbert too great, but just the body language on the sideline from him was very much like this guy can feel the mojo being sapped away from the team right now. But yeah, it was just like one of those things where you're watching the game. I've watched a lot of NFL football. You're watching the game and you're like, mathematically we can do this. We have the time to get the ball, score, get the ball, score, get the ball, score. We have the time mathematically to do this. But in reality, the morale has shifted and the Texans are absolutely just on a high right now. So insurmountable task, it seemed like, but those are the vibes that I got from him, whereas very much like, yo, we can still do this, but I don't think it's going to happen. And inevitably, it did not happen. So unfortunately, the LA Chargers do get to go to the playoffs this year under Harbaugh. First season with the team. Really great to see, but unfortunately knocked out in Super Wildcard weekend. Heading on home back to LA to the Fires. Houston moves on. Houston does move on. If we look at this, Houston now has to play Kansas City. Let's go Houston. Let's go Houston. All right, so the other game today, Pittsburgh versus Baltimore, was also, in my mind, a bit of a shit show. I left halfway through the game to have some lunch, and then I just kept up with the score on my phone. Yeah, not a great game. Baltimore did dominate the game. Pittsburgh, they've got to do something about that offense because Baltimore opened them up, right? They opened them up. They beat them up. But they only won by 14. They only scored 28 points, right? Russell Wilson is capable of scoring 30. He needs more than George Pickens, right? Najee Harris, I don't think he did great today, but you know, if you've got nobody to throw the ball to, I know you've got two great tight ends, but if they're not if you're not feeding the ball around and you just need to lock up one or two dudes, then the run game's not going to go anywhere. So unfortunately, Pittsburgh, again under Tomlin, gets to go to the playoffs, but unfortunately they are going home. Both home teams won today. Lovely. Houston was not the favorite though, so there's a little bit of that. Anyway, these guys move on. Baltimore will be playing the winner of Denver versus the Bills, which is the first game tomorrow. 4 a.m. for me, so you know I'm not watching this one. Could be a great game, but I do believe the Bills are going to take this one. I'm picking the Bills. The defense can really hold this game up, Denver's defense. And just like some good straight methodic drives down the field, score 18 points, kick field goal, get 21, hold Buffalo. They might be able to get out of here. They might be able to get out of here with a win, but just who Josh Allen is, just how the season's been played out, I do believe Buffalo takes this one. But let's get a little bit more into this game here. Highmark Stadium. Look at that beautiful place. The weather is not giving me shit. See, I've got degrees here. I got degrees here. I don't have shit. Refresh? Do a refreshy poo? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I see a cloud there. I see a cloud, so there might be a cloud around. There might be a cloud around. Let's have a look at the injury report over here. In fact, I don't like the way that looks. Let's do this. Depth chart and a depth chart. So Broncos, they're looking fairly healthy. I don't know who has been put on the injury report in the past and has not shown up on here. But it looks like they're all good. And this report, NFIR, physically unable to participate, questionable. NFI? I don't know what NFI is. IR. So we got an OT, a running back's questionable. A safety is on the physically unable to perform report. Linebacker and OT both. Don't know what this NFIR is. Really should know that. Not fucking in the game, probably. Not fucking in the game. I think that's what it means. Frank Crumb. Alright, so they're looking pretty healthy. Buffalo Bills side. What do we got? That doesn't matter. It's probably alright. They look pretty healthy, to be honest. They look fairly healthy. If I was to click on this full injury report, what's it going to show me? Yikes. Oh no, that's the Cardinals. Alright, I'm not playing this game. Definitely not. Alright, 68% of people do believe that the Bills will win. They're obviously favored. Let's get this ad out of the face. I can't tell you much about the weather, but hopefully it's going to be cold over there. And Buffalo does thrive in the cold. He's thrown 29 TDs. He's thrown one more touchdown than Allen, but Allen's will run way more in. Either way, this should be an alright game. Josh Allen versus the Denver defense should be a nice precursor for things to come in the future playoffs. But yeah, no, I do believe that Buffalo takes this one. I'm going with the Buffalo, but I'm not saying Denver can't win. Denver can definitely win this game. They almost beat the Chiefs, like when they had to play them. I don't know how they went the second time around, but they can fucking do it. They can fucking do it. Oh, actually, I think it was the last week of the season, and I think maybe Denver won. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because Kansas City did not play any dudes, but Kansas City did beat them by just like a field goal, I believe, earlier in the season. So there's that. Now let's get back to what we were doing. The next game that we have on is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers. My boys, my team going into Lincoln Field, 2 degrees, little bit of sunshine, probably some cool breeze. You know, we're a cold weather team. We should be able to play well. Let's go to the injury reports here. Christian Watson, I do believe, is out for Green Bay, and I do not believe that they have put Jordan Love on the injured at all. He was dealing with a bit of an elbow from the Chicago Bears game, but yes, Christian Watson is out. I think he may have done his ACL. Don't take me on that. I'm just trying to remember things that I've read. Quay Walker being back is questionable. How questionable? Questionable. Need Quay Walker back. Need Zane. Oh, Zane Anderson is out. Evan Williams is questionable. Quay Walker being in is extremely important. He leads the team in tackles. He's an extremely instinctive player. He knows what he's doing on the field. We need him in there. He just needs to keep a cool head when he's in there. And on the Philadelphia Eagles side, looking fairly healthy. Uzomah out. I mean, you've got it as well, so that's fine. Looking pretty good here. Jack Driscoll trying to fill multiple roles on the injured reserve. Nose tackle Byron Young is out. Brandon Graham, he's on IR. Don't mean to sound so excited, but this helps out the Packers quite a bit. Cooper DeJean, Nickelback, absolutely crushing his rookie season. He's going to show up big in this game. Definitely. Probably going to... Wouldn't be surprised if he tackles Josh Jacobs solo. But Josh Jacobs is an absolute fucking weapon. Okay, so what do I think of this game? For the longest time, I have said that I can only see a Super Bowl in which it is Bills versus the Eagles. I think the Bills are the most complete team. I haven't watched any Kansas City. They've been playing to their opponent's level. They've been figuring out ways to win. That does not mean they've been crushing people like the Ravens have. They've been crushing people like the Bills have. Thinking about the Ravens now, they would have to be... Oh, no. Bills' defense is better than the Ravens' defense. Bills are the most complete team in the AFC, followed closely by Chiefs and the Ravens together. Just the roster on the Chiefs is fucking insane. Most complete team on the NFC side is the Eagles. By far. This team can run it. They can fucking throw it. They can defend it. They can stop it. They can take the ball away. All of these things the Green Bay Packers can also do. But they are versing two opponents today. They are versing the Philadelphia Eagles, and they are also versing the Green Bay Packers. Because Green Bay's losses this season have generally been within one score. Very, very tight fucking games. We've killed ourselves with self-inflicted wounds, penalties, shit like that. Can't happen in the playoffs. They need to be disciplined on the offense and on the defense. They need to be disciplined and not let Saquon run the fuck over them. They did really well in the season opener against them. It's just that towards the end of the game, Barkley bust free. Because we do have a young team, because the concentration might lapse over a few quarters, the big key, Green Bay needs to start hot, they need to get some points on, and then they need to keep their feet on the fucking pedal. Green Bay likes to, if Green Bay does get ahead in a game, they do like to play the game like a standard football game is generally played, where you just try to run the ball and get first downs and chew clock. The thing is, the opponent knows what you're doing, so you generally just get off the field really quickly and give them more opportunities. Green Bay needs to just keep on firing, keep on lighting up that scoreboard. They have to do it. They have to do it. And they can't in the playoffs. Wait until the fucking end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter to actually play the game. They need to come out hot and they need to compete for 4 goddamn quarters. 5 if it goes to that. 6 if it goes to that. Another thing. Jordan Love. Let me look up some quick, nasty stats. Because I don't know. I'm just talking on the fly here. But I do want to look at some particular statistics. Complete rushing leaders, please. And I just want, is it possible? Is it possible to just find quarterbacks? God damn it. God damn it. I need to find a different stat website. NFL rushing stats. ESPN, you're not doing it for me. Pro Football Reference. They'll give me what I need. Alright, 2024 NFL rushing. Let me do a filter, please. I thought I'd be able to filter. I'm super upsetty. I may cry. I just want statistics, please. This is gonna have to do. This is going to have to do. Alright, let's just go here. I'm looking for quarterbacks. I'm looking for rushing quarterbacks, right? I want to see the yards. Derrick Henry almost hit. This website with all the clickies and all that shit. We are looking for quarterbacks. Where's the first quarterback? Lamar Jackson, 915 rush yards. That's fine. Jaden Daniels, 891. That's fine. Jalen Hurts, 630. That's fine. Kyler Murray, 570. That's fine. Josh Allen, 530. That is fine. Anthony Richardson, 499. Only played 11 games. That is fine. These are Caleb Williams, 489. So these are, you can consider these guys to be somewhat rushing quarterbacks, right? They're dual threats. All of those guys I named, they're dual threats. Maybe not so much Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams maybe having to do what he has to fucking do on that team to get some first downs. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Bo Nix, 430. Not a rush first guy, but he'll do what he needs to do. Drake May, 13 games, 421. Baker Mayfield, 378. I should actually be clicking these. What a dum-dum. And Lamar. Did I miss anybody? Not quite. And then what do we got? We got Brock Purdy, 15 games, 323. The dude will do what he needs to do to win. Alright? He's not a rushing quarterback. What else do we got? Patrick Mahomes, 307 yards. He does what he needs to do to win. Do you see a trend? Justin Herbert, not rush first, does what he needs to do to win. Where is Jordan Love? Justin Fields, 289. Didn't even play that much. Geno Smith, Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. Where is Love? Where is he? Where is this guy? Joe Burrow, Will Levis, Russell Wilson, 11 games. Deshaun Watson, Spencer Rattler. Has this guy even run for 100 yards this season? Malik Willis. Come on, man. This is the problem that we saw in the Aaron Rodgers, 107. This is the problem that we saw appear in the last playoffs. Jordan Love, 83 Sorry, let me bring this up for you. 83 yards. Show only selected rows. Look how many people there are here. Then Jordan Love. 15 games. Alright. 15 games. 83 rush yards. Last season, in the playoffs, there were multiple times in that San Fran game that Jordan Love could have rushed for a first down, but he didn't. Nothing happened on those plays. He needs to do more to win the game, i.e., run the ball and move the chains. That's right, I've got bars. I'm spitting something real here. They need to say, look, if there's nothing downfield, if there's nobody in front of you, get the first down. Extend the drive. Stay on the fucking field. Get some goddamn points. Right? This is something that I have been just talking about for a whole goddamn year. And then to see this 83 yards is just like... Just watch out for it. That's all I'm saying. Just watch out for it. There is a chance Green Bay leaves the field today, and Jordan could have run for a first down. I would not be surprised if this happens at least 2 times. At least 1 time. 2 times for sure. That doesn't make sense. But I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen 2 times. I'm just saying. Giving away 2 possessions because you couldn't run for the yardage. It's kind of fucked up. It is kind of fucked up. I'm just going to leave that there. Like, it's kind of really upsetting me. Like, this guy, he played 5 games. Tyler Huntley. Marcus played 3 games. Like, what are we doing? Do we want to win games? Does this guy want to win? It's a question. It's a question for all of us to think about. Just keep an eye out for that, because that is a key thing. That is a major key piece to this whole goddamn thing. Jaden Reed hopefully has a great game. Again, I don't know who to pick here. It's basically 50-50 here. I'm going to go with the Packers. I'm going to be very disappointed tomorrow when I watch them lose. But that's life. I was saying that the Philadelphia Eagles are the most complete team on the NFC side. If we have a look at the Lions, their defense is not great. They are held up by that pass rush and the gnarly things that they do there, which again, I am annoyed that they did these things on Green Bay, and then the following week they just did them on the Vikings, and the Vikings did nothing about it, as if they didn't watch the fucking game against Green Bay. So that really upset me, the fact that the Vikings lost in week 18. But neither here nor there. Fuck it, I'm taking the Packers. I've talked about them for like 10, 15 minutes straight now. Going with the Packers. That's what they need to do to win. Stable is disciplined. Win your one-on-ones. Fucking just discipline on both sides of the ball. And please, Jordan, if you see a first down, just run and get it. Just run and get the first down, please. Please. All right, next game. Commanders versus Bucks. This is going to be a really good game to watch. I'd watch this game. I'm gonna pick Baker. I'm going with the Mayfield man. I do believe that this guy is he's a goddamn baller. Let's have a look at the injuries. What do we got? What do we got? Jameson Crowder is questionable. Noah Brown is on the IR. Tight end Yankoff is out. Yanking off. And for the Bucs side, we got Chase Edmonds on the IR. Rashad White and Bucky Irving going to be the two-headed monster that they've been. Chris Godwin on IR does not help out. Cade Otton being questionable. Don't know who Payne Durham is. This is a nice target for Baker Mayfield. He loves Cade Otton. He loves Mike Evans. He loves Chris Godwin. He loves winning games. And that's what he's going to do tomorrow. Yikes, that is a real rough defense there. If I was looking at this, I might want to pick the Washington. That Washington can do this. That defense is fucking beat up. It's beat up. They're questionable, which means that they will probably all play. They're not doubtful, but just keep an eye out there. This is going to be a great game to watch. I would like Tampa Bay to win. But Washington Commanders definitely can. Like, Terry McLaurin is a goddamn monster. This guy's a monster. This guy's also a monster. But, yeah, I'm going to take Tampa Bay. Just a more balanced team. They've been into the playoffs before. They know what they're doing. Jaden Daniels and these guys, I think it might be the first time that they make the playoffs in the last few years, actually. They have been there very recently, though. But, yeah, I'm going with Tampa Bay here. This is going to be a great game to watch. Both the oh man, what have we done with this tab? Both of these two games will likely be very good games to watch. These could all be great games to watch, but also very disappointing games if you're leaning a certain way. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers here. Again, don't be surprised if the Commanders do win that one. And the final game on Monday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings versus the LA Rams in Arizona. State Farm Stadium, home of the Cardinals. Obviously, this game did get moved because of the LA fires. I did not look at the weather in the Tampa game. That's on me. Let's have a quick peek. 12 degrees. Alright, we're going back to this now. So 13 degrees. Okay, we got Sam Darnold versus Matt Stafford. Let's check out the injury report because this one is very important, particularly on the offensive side of the ball for the LA Rams. Cam Akers is questionable. Aaron Jones toting the rock though. JJ McCarthy still on IR. Pat Jones second is out. Taki Taimani is on IR. Najee Thompson on IR. Mekhi Blackmon on IR. Overall looking fairly healthy. Justin Jefferson's an animal. Jordan Addison's an animal. Aaron Jones is a goddamn animal. TJ Hawkinson is a fucking animal. CJ Ham, animal. And on the Rams side, Blake Corum, Connor Dermott. We got Puka and we got Cooper. Puka and Cooper. When these two are on the field, it is just a different fucking game. Tutu Atwell also shows up quite a bit. This team is a good team. Tyler Higbee, season. On the defense, they're looking alright. Couple of IRs. I did read somewhere today that I don't know how inside of this was, if this information was real. If Sam Darnold does not have a great game, there's a good chance that he might get pulled for Daniel Jones. And I do not want to see anyone from the NFC North win, except for the Packers. But if Daniel Jones steps in and is spinning it, ooh, I wouldn't be upset if the Vikings win a playoff off his back. I would not be upset if Daniel Jones gets a Super Bowl and takes it home to Minnesota. I would love that. I would actually fucking love that. That would be my second favorite scenario. My first, obviously, Packers winning. That would be my second favorite scenario. Daniel Jones winning the Super Bowl for the Vikings. Obviously, I don't want the Vikings to win, but yeah. Who am I picking? If Sam Darnold stays in the game, I am 100% going for the LA Rams. Right? If they can mimic at all what the Lions do, and when I'm saying what the Lions do, if you watch some tape, I have not prepared myself for this segment, I'm just saying. This is your general alignment right here. Left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. And generally, you'll have a D end, 2 DTs, and another D end. What these guys do is they get their D tackle to gain leverage on the guard and push them into the right tackle, right? Or maybe they're pushing the center into the right guard. Or maybe they're pushing the center into the left guard. Or maybe that person's pushing the left guard into the tackle. I don't know 100%. I'd have to watch more film. But then what happens? As this guy's getting pushed here, or as this guy's getting pushed here, the defensive end just does a poopy scoop around the back. Since his guy's all locked up from his own player, he just scoopy rips around and pressures the quarterback. Please do something about this. Please learn how to defend this. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay disciplined. If you see your dude poopy scoop, you need to scoopy whoop back around. Right? Just scoopy whoop back around. You get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. Who do I want? I want Rams to win. But again, if Daniel Jones comes in, I'd like Minnesota to win. But I still think that the Rams can take this one. How's the picks? A lot of the predictor going for the Vikings. But it is still a fairly even match. I mean, this offense is nice. This offense, with somebody who can throw the ball, whoo, you've seen it all year. That's my picks, though. Those are my picks, though. And this should be updated, but they haven't. I couldn't find anywhere that had it updated. Houston moves up here, first in Kansas City. Houston there versus Kansas City. And Baltimore steps up here, waiting for either Buffalo or Denver. And everything else will be decided in the coming days. Anyways, guys, those were the fixtures. That was a review of these pretty dog shitty games. Again, Buffalo. My picks. Buffalo, Philly, Washington, LA. Who I'd like to win? Buffalo. I actually don't care who wins this game. I would be. I just don't want the Chiefs to go to the playoffs. Okay? I just don't want the Chiefs to go to the playoffs. I'm happy if the Bills win. I'm happy if the Broncos win. Usually I don't like the Broncos. I don't like that franchise. But Sean Payton, Bo Nix, new faces, no more Aqib Talib, no more toxicity. I like this team. There you go. No Peyton Manning. Those were the big things keeping me away from liking that team. Green Bay, Philly. I obviously want Green Bay to win. But again, I just want somebody to beat the Chiefs if it comes to that. And I think the Eagles have the best chance in the NFC to do that. Next game. I still want Green Bay to win. I'm still going to pick Green Bay. Next game, I would like Tampa to win. I love Baker. I love Tampa. Love Mike Evans. But Washington does have a real chance to win this game. That's all I'm saying. The Tampa Bay defense, as we saw, is a little busted up, a little questionable. Anything can happen in this game. They're hard-fought games. Could have a lot of people leaving the football game, which means a lot of second stringers, a lot of third stringers getting some time. And if they haven't got that time in the season, they're going to be ill-prepared, my friend. And then finally, LA versus Minnesota. I would obviously like LA to win. And we've said this. I've said this before. If Daniel Jones comes in, I want Minnesota to fucking light them up. I want Minnesota to light up the goddamn playoffs with Daniel Jones. But without him, they're dead to me. They're dead to me. They've been dead to me just like any other NFC team. Anyway, guys, that was it. No bets this week. You can chuck my picks in a parlay if you remember them. Bills, Philly, Washington, Minnesota. Teams that I want. Bills, Green Bay, Tampa, LA. Simple as that. Have yourself a great night, guys. Have yourself a great afternoon and evening of watching the football. Hope you enjoy it. I definitely will. Gonna miss this Denver Buffalo game. That's way too early to me. Either way, just be great humans. Have an even greater time. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate others. And fucking let's go. Go Pack Go. Peace out, everybody. Take care.